Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you are doing fine in your life. If any problem, please take it positively. Learn from your mistakes, learn from the hurdles, learn from the obstacles. That is the only way to survive. Okay, with that note, we are going to start a new topic, that is motion. Important one, very important one rather, I will tell. Please concentrate, focus while studying this chapter. Very important chapter. Motion. Before discussing this word motion, let us try to look around us. What you will observe? You will observe few things are fixed, like house, trees. Their position is fixed. You can't change the position of the built. Already the house is built over there, or tree is fixed. Okay, that means these objects are stationary. They are not moving. We are well acquainted with the word moving. Okay, but some are not stationary. Some are moving. Like bird is moving, trains are moving, cars are moving. Okay. Now, suppose you are standing over here. And you are observing a boss is a boss is over here. Okay children, after some time you are not moving, by the way, you are stationary, you are standing over here, and since you are observing the things, we will call this person or you or me as observer. That means we are observing something. We are very smart. We have to observe the nature around us, what is happening around us. So suppose observer is here or you are here, and now we saw a boss is standing over here. Let the time is t is equal to 0. After some time we saw this boss has moved. Okay, boss has started moving. Okay, and after some time we saw boss is now at this position. Suppose you can say at t is equal to 10 seconds. Boss has changed his position. At t is equal to 0, it is over here. Observer is here. Observer is not walking or moving. It is stationary. And boss has changed the position. It is moving now. It is moving means it is in motion. It is in motion means it is changing position with time, children. It is changing position. After some time only, now it has changed position from this place to this place. So motion or moving object means it is changing its position with respect to time. Clear? First point, clear. Changing position with respect to time. That is called motion. Object is in motion. Now, try to changing position with time. This is your first understanding of the first point, what you understand by motion. Now, suppose this boss, passengers are here, passengers are sitting. Okay. Now, for you, suppose we will name the passenger A and we will name the passenger B. Now after some time boss is over here. Okay. So for you, passenger, suppose we are considering the passenger A. So passenger A at t is equal to 0 over here. Now at t is equal to 10 seconds, passenger A is over here, B is over here. Okay children. For you, you are stationary. Now A is moving. A is changing position. But the passenger sitting just next to this passenger A. We'll think about the passenger B. Now we'll consider the passenger B. For passenger B, whether this A is moving, at t is equal to 0, A is sitting next to B. At t is equal to 10 seconds, after some time also A is sitting next to B. So for B, it is not moving. A is stationary. So what does it mean? That means motion is not an absolute thing. It is relative, children. Second point, very important point. Please remember, motion is relative. For you, for this observer who is standing here, stationary, for this object or for this observer, A is moving, but for B, A is not moving. It is stationary. Hope I am clear with this. So motion is a relative thing. So I think you have now fair idea what do you mean by motion. Okay. Now there are different types of motion, children, and there are different types of motion. First, motion in a straight line, that we are going to discuss. Motion in a straight line. This is your first one type of motion. Okay. Suppose you are here, straight line, and after some time you are here, that means you are moving. So in straight line only. So motion in a straight line. And what other types of motion are there? I know you know everything, but this is my responsibility to revise. Okay. Motion in a circular motion. Motion in a circular motion, children. What does it mean, circular motion? Suppose you have tied a stone with a thread and you are now moving the stone like this. So now your stone is moving like this. That means the stone is moving in a circular path, circular motion. So that is motion in a circular. Suppose you are here, next case. You are here and you have thrown a stone. So that stone will now travel and will drop over here. What type of motion is? This is called projectile motion. You are going to study all those things in higher class, children. This is your projectile motion. How many types of motion? So many types actually there. Okay. Suppose your fan is moving. Fan is moving. So fan is moving means it is rotating. So that is your rotational motion. All those things are in 10th class, 11th class, sorry. Okay. So different types of motion are there, but we are going to discuss motion in a straight line. To understand or study this motion in a straight line, we have to understand certain physics terms rather. And we have to understand, first we will understand what is this distance and displacement. Before going to this distance and displacement directly, I have to address another important thing, that is your reference point. What is this reference point? What do you mean by this reference point? Suppose I am over here, okay, another person is over here, another person is over here, and another person is over here. Okay, I have asked this person, and suppose here hospital is there. You can name any hospital. Let this be Radiant Hospital. Okay, I have asked this person where this Radiant Hospital it is. Where means what is the, how far it is. For this person, he told me it is 5 kilometers. Okay. Now this person is telling Radiant Hospital is 3 kilometers. This person is telling it is 1 kilometer. See, for different people now values are different. Distance is different. But from where it is 5 kilometer? From where it is 1 kilometer? That means we need something. Ki from my place, this Radiant Hospital is 5 kilometer. Or from the park, Radiant Hospital is 200 meter away. That means my place, park, these are reference point only. Clear, children? Okay. So distance is different because reference point is different. For this person, he is telling you distance from his point, from his location. and here it is from his location, and for this person it is from his place and it is nearby. That's why 1 kilometer. So distance will vary depending on the reference point. Hope I am clear with this. So reference point is nothing but you can say origin. You have to compare na, when you are talking about distance. So in physics, we'll think it as an origin. Okay? If it is origin, let us try to understand then what is the distance. Very easy, children. Suppose you are over here. Okay, children? And this is origin or reference point, starting point. Clear? Now, suppose 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter. This person, suppose traveled from this point to this point. Okay. Now, again he came back and reached over here. Okay. Now tell me what is the distance covered. Now tell me what is the distance covered by this person. First 50 meter, then 20 meter. So this is your distance, 70 meter. Okay. Then what is this displacement, children? What is this displacement? Can you tell me now what is the displacement? Displacement is nothing but it is the difference between initial position and final position. So what is the initial position? Is here. What is the final position? Here. So distance, displacement is 20 meter. Clear? So distance, displacement is 20 meter. Okay. Now another thing. So now we are getting what is distance. Distance actually the path. The path it has traveled. The person has taken the path also we are considering. But in displacement we are only considering the final position and the initial position. Clear? Okay. When you are telling suppose displacement is 20 meter. So displacement can be 20 meter towards this direction and displacement can be towards this direction also. Here also 20 meter. This backward also it can happen. Okay. Then which one to take? 20 meter means? That means displacement have direction. Suppose this is your east direction and this is your west direction. We can say when the person is over here, we can say now it has travelled 20 meter towards east. Or we can say if the person is over here, after some time we can tell the person has travelled 20 meter towards west. So that means we are specifying the direction, but it was not there in case of distance. Distance is only have magnitude, children, but displacement is having direction. Okay? Sorry. So if it is, suppose this is a line, number line. So if it is plus, you know, towards right is plus and towards left is minus. So we can say minus 20 meter means it is towards this direction. Plus 20 means it is towards this direction. No need to write the east, south, west and north, whatever it is. Plus and minus gives the information where the person is moving or where the object is traveling. Clear, children? Hope I am clear with this. Okay. Another thing. So if displacement is having both magnitude and direction, that means displacement is a vector quantity and distance has no such directions. So distance is a scalar quantity. Okay. In another one thing, suppose your point is over here and B point is over here. One person travelled A to B in this path another person traveled A to B like this. Okay, another person traveled from A to B like this. So these are three different paths. Okay, now tell me which one is the shortest distance. These three paths, which one is the shortest distance? This one, A to B straight line, this is the shortest distance, children. Okay, suppose this distance is 20 meter, this is 40 meter, this is 60 meter, and this is suppose 80 meter. So from A to B, distance can be different. This is dependent on the path, how the person is traveling. So it is actually about the path also, distance. But tell me what is the displacement? It is the difference between final position. The person has started from here and reached over here. So displacement is the final position, difference between final and initial. This is also final and initial. Okay, but displacement is always the shortest distance, children. And you know shortest distance means is straight line, children. Remember. So distance means actually the length travelled. Actually the length of the path you are considering, that is your distance, irrespective of the direction. But displacement means you are actually considering the final position and initial position. Hope I am clear with this. And final position, initial position means we are actually talking about the shortest distance travelled by the body. Clear? Hope I am clear with this. I can give you another example also. I can give you, suppose a person is going like this. Suppose it is 5 meter. It is okay, A, B, C. One person started traveling like this, comes like this. Tell me the distance covered. So distance would be 5 plus 3, 8 meter. Okay, what is the displacement? Displacement is shortest distance, 4 meter. Final position minus initial position. Clear, children? So this is your displacement, but this is your distance. Hope I am clear with distance and displacement. Okay, children? So again in exam, very important question. Write the difference between distance and displacement. So first point you can write simply the definition of distance and displacement. Another thing, and another very important thing. So displacement, suppose you are over here, you have travelled suppose 20 meter, reached here, again you come back and reached here. Tell me what is your distance travelled. Distance will be how much? 40 meter. See, unit is length, so meter. Both distance and displacement, unit is meter, kilometer and all those things. So distance is 40. Tell me what is the displacement now? It has final position minus initial position. It has started from here initially and final also reached here. So that means displacement is 0 over here. Clear, children? But distance can't be 0. But displacement can be 0. Another thing. Suppose when you are travelling in this direction, so it is been minus 20 meters. Suppose you are here over here now. Suppose see. So for you, distance is same 20 meters. Suppose you have started from here and you have reached here. So distance is same 20 meter, but displacement is minus 20 meter. So that means displacement can be 0, can be negative, can be positive, but distance is only positive and also 0. If you have not, suppose you have started, you have not moved, so your distance is 0. You are standing here, so you can write object is a stationary position, rest, so it can be 0. Distance can be 0, but distance can't be negative. Mind my words. Displacement can be zero, can be positive, can be negative. We have already seen. Okay. Suppose at A, object started moving in a circular path and reached over here. And radius is suppose R. What is the distance covered? Distance covered means you are talking about the perimeter. So simply 2 pi R. What is the displacement? Displacement is nothing but 0 only. Where it has started, again reached here. So it is 0. Hope I am clear with this. Okay children? Okay. So if in exam they will ask to write the difference between distance and displacement, what you will write? First write the definition. First point, write the definition. Okay? You know what is this distance and displacement definition. Everywhere it is in the book. It is actual distance travelled, or you can say the distance travelled by body is the actual length of the path covered by a moving body irrespective of the direction. And similarly displacement is the certain distance travelled or initial position, final position, all the difference you can write as your definition. And second point is distance is path dependent. We have already discussed. So this is path dependent. But displacement is path independent. Is path independent. It doesn't depend on your path. Final position and initial position only. Hope I am clear with this second point. Okay, already I have discussed. Third point. What is the third point? Distance is scalar quantity. It has got only magnitude, and displacement is vector quantity. It has got both magnitude and direction. Okay. Now fourth point. Distance can be 0 and positive. This is your distance. And displacement can be 0, positive and negative. Hope I am clear with this. Okay children? Hope I am clear with this distance and displacement. Please children, if any doubt regarding this topic, I don't think you will have doubt. People are very smart. But still, if I have any doubt, don't hesitate to leave a comment so that I can again explain. I can address your doubt. Okay children? So distance and displacement is over. In next lecture, we will discuss about the types of motion, that is uniform motion, non-uniform motion. We will talk about that. Okay? Please children, take care, focus, study and take care of your health. Very important. Okay children? Okay. Thank you for watching.